Hello, Virgo. Gonna do reads today, obviously. Um, so let's see what's up with y'all and your intages. Okay, automatically while I was shuffling, I just got that you're integrating something. What are you integrating? Family. Okay. So family does not surprise me with you, Virgo. Virgoans tend to be very family oriented. This is deprivation number 34. You might be feeling like you're not very like close with your family. You're integrating something. There's something about, okay, all right, I'm gonna speak this and then I'm gonna finish drawing the cards. What I'm feeling is that you're needing to readjust your level of involvement. You're integrating a different level of involvement, whatever that means. So maybe you didn't cook as much as you did before. Now you cook more, trying to cook on a more recent or consistent basis. Maybe you spent all your time with your siblings before and now you're taking time alone. All of these, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways to integrate different things, but I feel like you're being very Virgoan and meticulous about some specific little pieces of information being I don't know why I'm hearing redistributed. Okay, this is imagination in the reverse. Okay. So sometimes your family can kind of cocoon you in the best ways and what they think is the best environment for you at a specific time, right? Um, I've always been privy to these conversations that are like, well, family is family. That's all you ever have at the end of the day. Okay, but then there's also these sayings that are like, oh, well, sometimes water is thicker than blood. There's all these sayings that this is about cutting through the imaginary parts of life that you don't have any factual backing. You're flailing, kind of punching at air a little bit, I guess. This is you deciding to remove that from a family situation. So being really, really, really very raw and very real and very cut to the chase with your family about what it is you're willing to, I don't know what it is about this integrate, what you're willing to integrate into your future family life, into yourself. There's something about it's like reinvention of self without other people's imagination having an impact on you. That's really interesting. There comes suffering. Okay. Your family is not imagining the suffering, or you're not imagining the suffering that either you're going through as a result of family or that your family is going through as a result of you. That goes both ways. So there's something that was, I feel like this was in the upright. I'm not even going to lie about that. There's a movie called Imagine That with Eddie Murphy in it. Yeah, this is exhaustion in the reverse. Um, I find it interesting that as soon as I pulled this out and turned it in the upright, exhaustion went in the reverse. There's something about you being exhausted, always trying to support or inspire or be the imagination for your entire family. It's like you have a vision of the the ways things could have unfolded, and perhaps that's not something that you've seen happen. And as a result of that, your exhaustion level, because it would be in the upright at this point. If you have imagination, you're probably, Virgos are pretty down to earth people for obvious reasons, but you're able to ground your imagination extraordinarily well. But when there's no space from your family, there's no end to the suffering around you, people coming maybe with their hands out, you are going to feel exhaustion. I'm seeing an angel with its wings just like, ugh, like it's this, I don't know. Oh, these are people. So I don't know, from back here, these look like wings to me. Two wings of an angel that has just literally slumped over. City of Angels is coming to mind. The scene where they're going up to the top of that building to look out over the city during sunrise, sunset. This is like an angel that's so exhausted that just has to take a like rest, you know. For some reason, Virgo, I am feeling a lot of Virgo energy. Virgin, Virgo. This is like these are actually people. These are spirit people coming to assist this person. But this one has a star in tow. And that star is kind of like your rejuvenation. It's a blessing from on high that's being given directly to whoever this exhausted individual is. And there could very well be somebody in your family who's absolutely exhausted, Virgo. Maybe you need to look into that. Maybe someone's completely tired. Exhaustion is number 20. We've got 10, 7 in the reverse, 23, and 20. Gonna get some clarifiers for family, please. I just got really hot. There's something about maybe you guys are doing too much, like, so you know when someone's in every single extracurricular activity they could ever possibly be in. They're in art, they're in sports, they're in drama, they're in I don't even know, some extracurricular that's like takes care, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there's just too much going on, so you can't even use your imagination. You don't even have time to read a book of your choice. You're reading what's on the coursework. That's the feeling I'm getting from this, is that there's such a heavy load of coursework, or such an extreme amount of something that you're needing to integrate, that it's sometimes it's exhausting. I don't feel that you're upset or that you're angry about anything. I feel exhaustion from this constant suffering of your family, of you not being able to use your imagination to get your family out of that suffering. Um, the answer is that it's not your responsibility to take care of anybody except for yourself, to be honest. If you want to, and if you have the means to do so, that's your choice. Family is a choice. So just like I was saying before, all of these kind of ideas could go 1,000 different directions. Sometimes water is thicker than blood. Sometimes the choice to separate from family members that insist on you suffering, or consistently have a hand in your suffering, it is healthy, rational, and necessary for you to take the time that you need to rejuvenate yourself from on high, from within, from anywhere that you find a source of energy. That's allowed. Relaxation. This is coming out on top of no imagination. So that's what I'm saying, is that this level of exhaustion needs to be forgiven. Completely forgiven. Completely forgiven. Because it's exhausting carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and not feeling like you have what it takes, or what you want, what you desire there. So the suffering needs to be forgiven. You need to forgive your family members for suffering, and just say, you know what, I understand that you're suffering. I will do everything in my power not to extend or to accompany your suffering, but I also have every right to think about, process, speak my mind, and live my life the way that I see fit. You don't have to ask permission for that. You don't have to get anyone else's purview. Okay? You don't need permission. what I'm going to say to you, Virgo, I'm saying this to myself as well. It's okay to be completely exhausted by your purpose. Your purpose is only there to get you through to the other side. And once you're there, you can say, my job here is done. Okay? There's psychic awareness. I finally punched through to the other side. Oh, sorry. This is truth, psychic awareness, and truth. I know it's exhausting. It's like being Bruce Almighty and hearing every single person's in your family, in your partnerships and love, telling you all their worldly problems, and all you really want to do is take a nap. I get it. Sometimes you're blessed by the fire. Sometimes you're blessed through the fire. And sometimes, my friend, you are blessed from the fire. So sometimes you don't got to go through it and you don't have to stay away from it. You can just sit near it and warm up your hands and feet. That's the purpose of fire, to shed light, to warm the cold, to guide the flock, really, so your exhaustion is understandable. The suffering that you're going to forgive yourself, as well as your family members for, has everything to do with alleviating the pressure of needing to be enough or right or correct all the time. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary in order to relax with your imagination. That's something that you will never get tired of. Oh my God, look. You can see that, right? Truthfully, this is the most loving thing you could ever do for yourself. This is number 21. This is number 1. There's number 22. Do you see how your exhaustion with one aspect or the first steps of your life actually lead to a beautiful truth? But it's only once you've been able to burrow and dig and be exhausted and completely uncomfortable, perhaps 100% off track. Who cares? The point is, we got here. In the end, we get there, right? Doesn't mean it's not going to be a long, hard slog on the way. So there's that. Virgo, I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, in between time, stay Virgo in.